I trusted my parents more than anyone else in the world. They were the people who taught me right from wrong, who told me that honesty mattered more than money, and that family was something you never questioned. So when they said everything they did was for my future, I believed them. My grandparents passed away when I was still young. They had worked hard their entire lives, no luxuries, no shortcuts. Before they died, they made arrangements to make sure I would be taken care of. At least, that's what everyone told me. For years, my parents said there was nothing left. They explained that medical bills had consumed most of the savings. They said whatever remained was barely enough to cover final expenses. I didn't argue. I didn't doubt them. So I struggled quietly. I worked long hours at jobs that barely paid the bills. I lived in small apartments where winter felt colder than it should. I postponed dreams, education, travel, stability, because money was always tight. Whenever I asked my parents for advice, they praised my independence. They said struggle builds character. They said hardship would make me stronger. I thought they were right, until one ordinary afternoon changed everything. A letter arrived in the mail. It wasn't addressed to my parents. It wasn't even addressed to our family home. It had my name on it. At first, I assumed it was a mistake. But as I opened the envelope and began reading, my hands started to shake. It was a bank statement, not a bill, not a notice, a statement. My name was printed clearly at the top. Below it was an account number, and beneath that, a balance that didn't make sense. Not a few $100s, not emergency savings, an inheritance. Money that had been sitting there for years. Money that was supposed to be mine. I read the document again and again, hoping I had misunderstood something. I hadn't. I didn't confront my parents right away. Instead, I stayed quiet. I made phone calls. I requested records. I asked careful questions without revealing what I knew. Slowly, painfully, the truth came together. My parents had known about the inheritance all along. They hadn't forgotten. They hadn't misunderstood. They had managed it, controlled it, used it. At first, they told themselves it was temporary. They said they were just borrowing from it. They planned to give it back one day. But one day never came. When I finally confronted them, I expected regret. I expected apologies. I didn't get either. Instead, I got explanations. They said they were protecting me. They said I wasn't mature enough back then. They said I would have wasted it. They even said they needed it more than I did at the time. What hurt the most wasn't the money. It was realizing that they never trusted me with my own life. I didn't scream. I didn't threaten them. I didn't make a scene. I did something. And in return, I gained clarity, independence, and peace. Because money can be replaced, but trust once broken never returns the same.